Good morning, everybody. We are going to go over the sales from September 10th to 16th. So we got another What's Sold video for you. The last few weeks have been a little bit slower after we peaked over that $1,000 mark a couple times in a row. But that's okay, still hitting some, some solid sales to bring those totals up. So we've got a few good items, even though the volume isn't there. Just 22 items sold this week, but we did hit $730.99 in sales. So I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but that's around a $25 or $35 average sale price. So that's pretty good. So $730.99 in sales for a weekly profit of $441.48. That is a 60.4% margin. Sold 9 items on eBay, 12 on Poshmark, and 1 on Facebook Marketplace. And actually that transaction is finalizing today when I actually have that person pick it up from my house, but we made the sale and agreed to it yesterday, so I'm counting it on this week. Okay, so let's run through these items. Couple of decent ones here. First up, we've got this vintage 1992 Mike Pritchard NFL football tee. I had picked this up a very long time ago for $2 from a little local charity shop. I had it priced high. I had no idea what to put it at, so I just priced high. I've been gradually lowering my price over the months. It ended up going for $30. I covered the letter mail on tracked shipping, which cost me $4.14, including the cost of my poly mailer. My profit on that item was $19.10. We have a nice bundle of 4 items here going out for Poshmark. So a bundle of 4 items sold for $75. First up is this Torrid Burgundy Asymmetrical. This asymmetrical kind of like moto style jacket. This would have had a cost of goods of $834, selling price $18.75 if I'd have split it over the 4 items equally. Next is this Jane and Delancey Hearts polka dot type thing. This little pullover, cost of goods on that was $6.90. We've got this Coolaburra by UGG plaid fleece, kind of a lightweight fleece, $6.90 again, cost of goods. And then this brand Cider, this shiny satin cropped shirt. That also cost me $6.90. So altogether, my cost of goods for this bundle was $29.04, and it sold for $75 on Poshmark. And net profit on that was $30.96. So pretty decent. We've got these McRae military boots. These like cold weather military boots, they're called. These were new. They didn't they were never worn. They weren't even laced up. They were in a men's 6.5, so they were a small size. I had paid $6.33 for these a few months ago. They sold for $50 on an offer, and on Poshmark, so the fees 20% was $10. So my net profit on that was $33.67. Now we've got this Ralph Lauren Sport Black Polo. I've had this for a very long time. I picked it up thinking, hey, it's got the purple pony on it, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It didn't perform well at all. So it cost me $5.18. I let it go for $10 on Poshmark because I wanted to be rid of it. So after fees, I earned 87 cents. Big money. Next we've got, this is a cool one. This is a Mike Bibby jersey from Sacramento Kings. So this would have been, early 2000s. And picked this up for $7.48. Sold it for $45 on eBay plus shipping within a couple of days of listing. And after fees and everything, my net profit on that was $31.51. Now somebody bought these couple of Knox rose shirts. The first up is this 2XL striped flare kind of top. My buy cost on that was $6.04. Sold it for $20. And the second item is this XL pink kind of peasant-y look shirt, also a $6.04 buy cost and a $20 sale price. So together they cost me $12.08, sold for $40. I did cover the shipping, free letter mail shipping, which actually cost me about $6.30 by the time I, applied the postage and paid for the the poly mailer. So net profit of $14.26. Not big money, but good to see two things moving together. So these were kind of cool. I may have undersold them. I'm not really sure, but I'm happy to see them move quickly because they did have some condition issues. So I was a little bit concerned about it, but I picked them up anyway. These Burton Boxer snowboard boots, I paid $9.20 for these after taxes. I took an offer of $35. The buyer's actually paying, because of the size of these, the buyer's paying $44 in shipping. So it's like $30 US shipping or something like that. After fees and my estimated ship cost of around that $44, yeah, I'm going to make about $20 profit on this. So although they did go pretty quickly, these Burton Boxer boots, this particular model, seemed to have varying comps anywhere from like, $40 to $200. And obviously these were not going to be in condition that I was going to get top dollar. They're well used, could definitely use, some new laces, at least on the one side. I pointed all that stuff out. I was happy to turn $9 into $35. All right, this was a good one too. This was a new with tags Patagonia Better sweater in a men's. I'm not seeing it on my shirt on my sheet here, but anyway, it did have the branding on it. It had some stitching for Boston Cooley, which I believe might be like a college or something. I'm not sure. Otherwise, I would have gotten more for this, but it cost me $7.76. I sold it for $79 plus shipping. All said and done, I'm going to earn about $60 profit on that one. Now we've got this N64 console. I picked this up at a Value Village with a 20% off coupon. My cost of goods on this was $32.20. I'm selling it local on Facebook Marketplace for $100. I had it listed for $125, but hey, I'm going to turn 32 into 100 with no fees anytime. So yeah, that gets picked up today. I'm filming this on a Sunday. Sales are from Sunday to Saturday, so technically it doesn't finish until today, but we had it agreed yesterday, so I'm counting it in this week's. All right, next up is this youth Crosby jersey. I paid $3.50 for this, and it sold for $26 on Poshmark. So my net profit is $17.30. Sold this Lululemon pink Racerback. This came in a bag sale. It cost me 82 cents. It's been kicking around for quite a while, so I sold it for $15 on Poshmark. Accepted an offer. And I mean, I'm still making $10.23 profit on that. This item is really cool, and I mean, maybe I could have held out and got more money, but I paid $9.78 for the SnapOn tools. It's a 2015 preferred customer canvas jacket. It was in really nice condition. I paid $9.78. I had it listed up around the $100 mark, maybe even a little bit more. Somebody offered me $80 on Poshmark. I took it. So fees of $16 and my buy cost out of there. I've got a net profit of $54.22. Hard to say no to that. And sold this FootJoy in this blue with some yellow shirt, size medium. Would have cost me $5.18. I sold it for $19 on Poshmark, so a net of $9.87. This Harley Davidson Cancun, Mexico shirt with this fringe, these long fringes like this, very interesting. Paid $5.18, sold for $24 on Poshmark, so a net of $14.02. These jeans I've had kicking around for a very long time. These are the LL Bean Comfort Waist, size 36, 34. They're like an elastic, stretchy waist. I paid $3.50 for these at a Salvation Army months and months ago. They sold for $15, so on Poshmark, so a $3.95 flat fee, under $20. So my net on that is $7.55. I mean, it's almost a triple up, but I only grabbed them because they were that cheap, and I knew they'd probably take a while to sell. Now I got this Tommy Bahama Hawaiian silk shirt. I paid $6.04 for that. Sold it for $25 on eBay plus shipping. Buyer paid $16.05 in shipping, and it's going to cost just about that. Now the buyer paid $16.05 for small packet air, but I'll be able to actually send it out, tracked packet to the US for about that exact same price within, 20-30 cents or so. So I'll upgrade that. And my net is $13.65. Now we've got this Bob Mackie striped top with a big embroidery. I paid $5.18, sold it for $29.99, and the shipping, same deal as the last item there. So my net on that is $24.24. And then the last one for this week is this Mirror's Edge PS3 game, new and sealed. I talked about this, about these PS3 games in a previous video. I bought a lot of 11 of them for $117. I've sold a couple of the lower value ones that I really haven't made any money on individually. In fact, I think I lost a couple dollars. Average cost of goods for me was $10.64. But there's good value in the remaining ones. There's well over $250 left listed in the ones that haven't yet sold. So this one here, Mirror's Edge. So again, average cost of goods from that haul was $10.64. Sold it for $33 after fees, and I'm going to pay the shipping costs. Just send it out letter mail. I make a net profit of $12.21 on that. And this buyer did actually message me again today. We were gonna have a follow-up conversation, maybe add another item to the order, but there was a small, tiny nick out of the plastic seal on the other game he was interested in, and he's a collector, so he didn't want that after all, but that's okay. So yeah, I mean, overall, sales numbers are down a little bit, but some good high margin items there. I mean, the Snap-on Tools jacket, the new with tags Patagonia, the N64, like these are all high margin items. So $730.99 in sales for a 60.4% margin. I will take it. Hopefully, as we're getting closer to that beginning of Q4, we do start to see these numbers jump back up. Like I say, if I go back looking at the middle of August, everyone else was experiencing summer slowdown, and I had my two best weeks ever. 1,062, 1,080, and a couple of $900 weeks, 3 or 4 $900 weeks there as well. So summer slowdown didn't happen for me, but now it seems like I'm experiencing a little bit of a back-to-school slowdown. So we'll see if we can turn it around. But anyway, that's it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.